This quarter, equity market performed well globally due to raising expectations for the normalization of economic activities along with the progress made in the vaccination. The Japanese equity market, on the other hand, lagged behind with yet another wave of infections, which led the government to declare the third state of emergency. Also in June, the Fed officials mentioned the possibility of starting rate hikes in 2023, which caused market volatility for a short while. Japanese small cap slightly underperformed the broader Japanese equity market this quarter. During the pandemic, I've spent quite some time researching the existing holdings, and this was for good reasons given the unprecedented nature of the pandemic. Under the uncertain market environment, I continued to hold stocks with attractive valuations but with little fluctuation in earnings volatility. This is a sense of stability in business performance, of course, but the problem was the lack of the aggressive risk-taking. I fully intend to tackle these problems going forward. If you look at the consensus EPS growth forecast for small cap stocks that are included in Russell Nomura Small Cap Index, excluding financials, they are expected to exceed the pre-pandemic fiscal year 2018 level of 4%. On the other hand, those of large cap stocks are expected to fall 1% below the fiscal year 2018 level. So, small caps are recovering faster than large cap stocks. On the other hand, small caps are underperforming large caps in terms of stock price performance. So, we can say that the small cap valuation is becoming more attractive. EPS growth rate of my strategy is lower than the market for the current fiscal year, but higher for the next. This is because my portfolio consists of stocks that are expected to grow on their own over the long term rather than those with short-term earnings recovery. Prime Minister Suga's plan to reach carbon neutrality by 2050 calls for an industrial policy aimed at a positive cycle of economy and environment. This policy covers a wide range of topics, including not just decarbonization, but also electrification of power sources, digitalization of control technology, and so on. I can think of many possible business opportunities within the small and mid-cap market. One example is related to key component for promoting power saving and making semiconductors smaller. Another example is those that are involved in design, construction, and operations of smart grid infrastructure that realizes local production and local consumption of energy. More broadly speaking, providing employment opportunities for the just transition is also a good example.